Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking Session number 92nd. Wow, what a journey it has been. Thank you so much for being part of this family, helping us grow, helping us improve, helping us feel good every single session you're part of. Thank you so much for that. In every Global Impromptu Speaking Session, we have somebody as topics master. Today, somebody very special. I feel he's a shy person, but today he will open up. He will give us very challenging topics. He is none other than our Prague Rai, Toastmaster Prague Rai rather. To support him, we have another gentleman, a very intelligent, known in our family, somebody all the way from India, Abhinav Kaur, who has taken challenge as timer's role today. And you are requested to pin him to track your timing in order to avoid disqualification as normal I do. So avoid disqualification and please pin him before you speak and keep yourself muted for the entire session till your name is called up on stage on virtual platform. Let's welcome our Toastmaster Abhinav Kaur to explain the timing mechanism.
Thank you very much, DTM Amjad, and good evening, my dear friends. So today I'll play the role of timer. You have to pay special attention to my virtual background, and the time given for every speaker is 1 to 2 minutes. Though we promote that speaker can go beyond 2 minutes and we get a 30 seconds in our usual meetings, but try to limit yourself to 1 to 2 minutes only so that others can get chance to speak. So how I'll display the timing. Once you'll reach to 1 minute, I'll change my background to green color. Once you reach to 1.5 minutes, I'll change it to yellow. And once you reach to the final minute, that is a 2 minute, I'll change it to red. Try to wind up before this red card. All the best to all the speakers, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinav Gaur. Really appreciate for your support as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to welcome our topics master. I would encourage you all to support this gentleman to best your ability so he will feel great that he is feeling special. Though he's a topics master, but he should not feel that he's a first timer topics master. Encourage him based on his topics or whatever you feel like. Make him feel special. This is my personal request to each one of you in private messages or in general messages. Please put your hands together to welcome our own topics master, none other than Parag Rai. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Amjad. Dear Toastmasters and guests, it's indeed a privilege for me to play the TTM role, and I would be delighted to share some of the topics with you, and I'm sure that you'd like, like it, and we would all get benefited from all your speech, which would nice and which would be nice and will follow it. So for today's, I have got a mixed bag. The topics are something just common, which just it's a mixed bag, just like a bag of fruits, fruit basket. So there are four kind of option. One is quote, second is image, third is just a two combination of two words that's basically mutually exclusive, and four is just a quick conversation with TTM. So that would be basically decided by some random number. So for that I am following a site random.calc, and out of that any four number which comes. So my first speaker is Madam Farida.
Yes, good
Madam,
evening, TTM Parag.
good evening, Ma'am Farida. Your number is 4, so just it's a quick conversation with TTM. How do you plan your day, ma'am? Do you make any to-do list? That's it. Over to you.
A very good evening to my global impromptu family. How do I plan my day? Do I make a to-do list? Of course I do. We all do. We all should get up early in the morning and find out and decide that what is going to be the purpose of our day. This way we do not waste any time in accomplishing our goals, number one. Number two is this, that we don't fall back on our deadlines, because I literally it gets on my nerves when I see people who miss out on their deadlines in doing various activities or paying bills or missing out on stuff just because they forgot, simply just because they forgot. Because this depicts a very laid back attitude in this world where there is a proliferation of activities, social activities, household activities, family activities. We need to plan our day very carefully. We need to make our to-do list. And in our to-do list, what helps us is to prioritize. So we must prioritize what is more important in our lives and go ahead and achieve those things before we do the other more simpler things. This is a very common mistake that people do, that they tend to go for the unimportant things first. And the more important things in your lives, which could be relationships, which could be not just about work, but which could be health management, something to do for your own self, that goes quite low bottom on your to-do list. For example, like you have this thing that I'm going to exercise for 30 minutes a day to keep my good health. And somehow you just cannot make time for it. Why not? Put it higher up in your priority. You must learn to do something for your own self every single day. Yes, I'm all for to-do lists. I'm all for planning a day. But at the end of the day, we must remember this, that no matter how much human beings proliferate on this earth, man proposes and God disposes. So after all, at the end of the day, we do have to follow the master plan. A very good evening to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am Farida. You are indeed a great planner and something we must learn from you. Our next speaker is ma'am Savita.
Please, Toastmaster Parag.
Ma'am, your random number is 2, which is mutually exclusively words, and this is found missing. I write it for you. Found missing.
So this is my theme, word found missing. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Parag, for giving this something new idea about this table topic. Found missing. What could be found missing? Let me think, what could be found missing? It can be anything. Okay, you can take it in a materialistic thing or something what we plan or think and it doesn't happen. Actually, this happened once when all of us, my whole family, we had gone for vacation. And there was a plan that one of my cousin sister was supposed to come there and greet us there. And everything was planned very nicely. And she was going to give us a big surprise. And everybody in the family was expecting that she would be there, making all the arrangements of everything, or whatever programs we were going to have in our later days of that vacation. With all the things, with all the plans, we landed. And when we reached the place, due to some reason, that our cousin was found missing. We were so surprised. Everything she had planned, now what to do? But she wanted to give us a different surprise only. For the moment when we landed, she was not there and everybody felt what will happen. But after a couple of minutes, we felt that she had some another plan. She joined it with a big group of friends and some more relatives, and she made the event much bigger than what we expected. The moment the event proliferated like anything, and it became as like, bigger, very happy event, memorable event, we cannot forget. So when I just saw the word found missing or heard it, I immediately related to that event, and it was a beautiful time we spent that day. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Parag.
Wonderful, ma'am Savita. Thanks for sharing such nice story to us. Our next speaker is Sushant Gopinath. If you can come forward.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, very well. And your random number is 3, which is the image. So I would need screen sharing rights, Amjad, if I can get it.
I think he didn't hear you.
Okay.
DTM Amjad?
Just no problem. If
Okay,
I can,
carry on and give another topic, and I will call him and tell him that.
no problem. Your number is 4 now, the next. And this is again a quick conversation with TTM. So, Sushant, uh, how do you basically see your role model and how do you follow it?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me such a conversation between us like this. So, what's a role model indeed, my friends? He or she is a person whom we follow to target or to either achieve a particular goal. Let me say something. There are some role models for everyone. Everyone will surely have a role model. Everybody will say, I'm good at this. Why should I have a role model? Let me say something. You were inspired by someone else to do that particular job. And they may be the first role model you meet. And that's what I have. In this meeting, my role models are all the speakers over here. Everyone, indeed, to say. Let me say something. I'm speaking. While I'm speaking, I could see many of you all seeing me. But at that time, I could still see even deeper that you all are judging me. And that's what I really like. In this life, when I was so small, I thought that that someone is telling me negative, that I didn't do this right. I thought they were blaming me, because you all know a small child cannot understand something properly. And that's what I felt. But slowly, when I grew up, I understood it properly. Everybody had a role model, my father, my mother, and everyone. And that's how they have reached a goal. And that's how everybody does it. And to my knowledge, robotics, programming algorithms are my interest. They are my goal. Electronical engineering is my ambition. And according to that, my teacher, Mrs. Hemalata, who gave me many chances. She took me for a world record. I participated in so many. I have participated, and also she taught me even in this pandemic. She at least spoke with the main robotics center maps to arrange a robotics class for me. That's where I started learning about programming AI. And also to say, not only Mrs. Hemalata ma'am, here everyone, whoever I meet is a role model. Thank you.
Wonderful, Sushant. You always comes up with nice handling with the topics. It's always great to hear you. Our next speaker is uh, Master Ranbir Singh. If you can come forward, please.
Yes, sir.
Ranbir, your random number is 1, which is the code, and I'm just typing it also here. The only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. The only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. Is it fine with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
The only
wonderful.
the only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. There may be several meanings of this. When I write something, a quote, or maybe a novel, I may have a different intention of writing it, while the reader may perceive it in a different way. In the same way, the person who wrote this quote might have not imagined, I'll interpret this in a much different way. The only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. I do not agree with the quote because education is more valuable than ignorance. Ignorance is definitely bliss, but at some times. Imagine you're riding a car, you're at 120 kilometers per hour. You don't know that you're about to cross the limit. And that time you're at bliss, you enjoy it. But just imagine that if that ignorance exceeds too much and you increase your speed to such a level where you get a fine. Now that is not good. So ignorance is very cheap. It just occurs to us. But with the help of education, we can eradicate ignorance. Had I been a little more vigilant, I wouldn't have to pay the fine. Education is very expensive, but that valuable. It pays you off. You might be wondering that the school fees are so high, but they do pay off in the long run. You get experience in school. It's just 14 years, including KG1, KG2 till grade 12. But the experience counts. It really helps you become a great man. I agree, education is expensive in today's world, but that education will help you earn. That very education will actually help you prosper when you become older and start to earn. So I conclude by saying that education is more expensive, but it is worth it. So education is the way to eradicate ignorance. Over to you.
Thanks, Ranbir. Nice views on the importance of education. It was great to hear you. Our next speaker is Mr. Ashar Adil. Ashar, if you can come forward.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening, TTM Prad.
Good evening. How are you? Your random number is 3, which is an image. So I'm just sharing the screen. Please let me know if you can see this image.
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah, please. Now stage is yours.
Good evening, each and every member of this lovely community. Well, the picture that I can see is of many different colors of rose. Yes, or some other flower. And what comes in my mind as I look at it is the diversity and the beauty. So suppose that this picture had only one color of rose everywhere, either red, pick red one, or yellow one, or white one. So had this picture uh, had only one color, it would not have looked as beautiful as it looks in this diverse scene. And the point is very clear that if we look at uh, ourselves, we are different in many ways. And this diversity of ours is actually the beauty of this planet. You take any major categorization of human beings, you will see that we are different, be that color of skin or the idea we have in our head, we are different. Yet those differences are the very things that make our life more beautiful. Over to you. Thank you, TTM Prad.
Thanks, Mr. Ashar Adil. It was great to hear you. Our next speaker is Advait. If you can come forward. And I'm just generating your random number.
Hello.
Advait,
Yeah. Good evening.
good evening. So your random number is 2, which is mutually exclusively words, and that is open secret.
Sorry.
It is open secret.
Okay. Open secret. Okay.
So over to you, TM Advait.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Table Topics Master. So the topic given to me is open secret.
Is there a
We we as human beings, we have tons and tons of secrets, which some are within us and some are you know some we just want to share it with our most beloved friends or family members. Open, and the topic given to me is open secrets. What could this mean? Uh, is it like open out there, or so? so mm, Secrets are, we as human beings, we have tons and tons of stuff which are happening in all our lives, in our lives, and it's bothering us. We don't want them to we don't want to tell, you don't want others to know about, others to sympathize you, or um, see you somewhere low, or we don't want others to get involved in our life. um, and wow, this is actually really harder than I thought. uh, since it's like just two words together, but
I can
it's
help
okay.
you.
Uh, it's it's natural. um, I'm yeah, I think it's very clear. The okay, I think yeah, I'll pass on this. Anyways, thank you.
Thank you. Very well attempted, Advait. You were on track. Just sharing with the groups, thus two groups, two words has exact opposite meaning. For example, limited variety. So varieties, there are large varieties, but it can be a limited. So limited variety. Such phrases are very common. Our next speaker is DTM Amjad Ali. Or if you'd like to come later,
I suggest take him later.
okay. So next speaker is TM Khushbu Chokhani. Khushbu,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your random number is 1, which is a code, and your code, we cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. We can do everything at once, but we can do something at once.
I confirm the topic. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Correct,
Yeah,
sir?
correct.
Okay.
Please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It is true. We cannot do everything at one go, but we can do something at one point of life. What does it mean? We often say, I am a multitasker. I can do so many things together. Do we really do it? Is it possible? It's not humanly possible. For example, I might be attending a meeting on Zoom, but for a moment I'm checking my phone. or talking to someone. At that point of time, people call it, oh, I'm doing multitasking. I'm doing so many things together. I'm attending a meeting, checking my phone, WhatsApping, talking, managing house, managing work, doing so many things together. That is not multitasking. We can do only one thing at one point of time because it is not possible. It's humanly not possible. We can only do one thing at one point of time. And that one thing could be anything. Taking up a stand against exploitation, voicing out when you are suppressed, helping a person, but taking a step towards bringing positivity, helping to bring a change. That is something we can definitely do at one point of time. To conclude, it is proven we cannot do multiple things at one point of time because it is not how we designed. But yes, we can do only one thing at one point of time, and that choice lies with us. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
It was great to hear you, TM Khushbu. Next speaker is Toastmaster Abhinav. For Abhinav, sorry,
I'll speak at last.
keep a timer. Yeah. Your random number, Abhinav, is 3, which is the image. So I'm just sharing image. Hope this is visible.
Not yet.
Let me just try again. Just bear a moment with me. Somebody is selling in the sea. That's the image, but I would like you to grab it. Somehow it's not happening. So there is a person in a boat who is selling in the deep sea. Over to you, Team Abhinav, if you can visualize it.
Well, if you give me a picture wherein a person is selling a boat on a sea, then it's reminds me of a very, very, very old Academy Award winning film, The Old Man in a Sea, something like that. And the story was very simple. That man was very, very old and he was a fisherman and he went to, usually the daily routine was to just, sorry for that, daily task was just to go to a sea, catch some fish and arrange his bread and butter. But he was bored of his mundane task. So one day he thought to go into deep, deep, deep sea. And there he caught a very, very gigantic fish. It was his day, but it was very difficult to bring him back. But he thought, if I would bring this big fish to the town, then I will be the hero of that particular day or even month or year that a person got the biggest fish ever and anyone can caught. And to my surprise, he somehow managed to brought that fish. But unfortunately, when he reached over there, he had only a skeleton because that fish was injured and it attracted many sharks who ate that fish. And at last, he had just one small piece of meat and a big skeleton. So sometimes this happens with all of us. We carry so much things and think with the thinking in our mind that okay, world will praise me that I brought this and that. But at the end of the day, it is nothing. A small short story again. there was a person who was a very good sage, and he praised and practiced his worship, and at last God gave him a good boon that he can walk on water. He was so happy, and then he went to a village and asked people, see, I can do this thing, see, I can walk on water. Everybody was clapping. One wise man came and said, oh, that's good. And then he asked a boatman, how much will take if I want to cross this river? He says, just 10 paisas. He gave him and say, buddy, whatever you practice is just waste, because its value is only 10 paisa. So sometimes we think that we have many things, but in reality, it is nothing. So don't think the things from your point of view. Think from others' point of view. What world will think what you have? You may feel yourself rich, but at the end of the day, you may be the most poor person of this world. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Over to you.
Lovely TM Abhinav. It was good to hear a story on this, and which would be very inspirational to us. Next speaker is Mr. Sherman Perisis.
Yes, I can hear.
Sir, your random number is 2, which is mutually exclusively words, just combination of 2 words which is exactly opposite, and that is clearly misunderstood.
Yeah, Mr. Tabletop Master.
Yeah.
Clearly misunderstood. Yeah. And Mr. Tabletop Master and global improved friends. And most of the time this is happening actually. If we are not getting clear what has happened really, if we have not studied and you have come to a conclusions. And that's the meaning I think you are telling clearly misunderstood. And most of the time we listen to other people's conversations. Sometimes they come and say something, the wrong things. They are not seen. They are not understood the situation. So they may come to conclusions wrongly. So better to you have to see what has happened. Otherwise you are carried away and telling something. This has happened this morning also to me. I got a message saying that I'm in a hotel, the food was not good. So then I passed this message to the responsible person. So when I checked with them, that was not the story. They have not eaten some of the food because of allergy. So those things we say that they are not giving the tasty foods, but they have given. But something else they have eaten and complaining the food was not tasty. So those things actually then if I'm the person who has told this to the management, then I will get my I was in like purification, proliferate. So you get something the bad when you hear when you got to know the real truth of this. So you get something very bad about me. Over to you, Mr. Tabletop Master.
Very good, TM Sherman. How to define the clearly misunderstood. It was wonderful to get these things from you, that you simplified it. Next speaker is DTM Ajay. DTM Ajay, if you can come forward.
Yes, sir. Yes, Parag.
Sir, your random number is 1, which is a quote. And the quote for you is, experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes. Experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parag. And greetings to all the Global Impromptu family members here. I 100% agree. Experience is definitely a name given to all our mistakes. I say this because unless and until you make mistakes in your life, you really don't learn lessons. Mistakes are the best, I think, the stepping stones to success. And once you know that you have made a mistake, you realize that that is something which you should not be doing. And when you learn something from something, that is experience. It could be good, it could be bad. Most people say when they succeed in something, they will never talk about it really, because, or maybe they want to show that they succeeded. However, when you make a mistake, the people around you are very quick to point out, okay, look, this guy had this problem, or this guy failed, or this guy had this issue. When people start saying that thing to you, it becomes very prominent in your mind that you made a mistake and why you should not have done that mistake. This particular process of people telling you that you made a mistake and what you should not have done, or probably you could have done better, is nothing but experience in life. I 100% agree with the statement that experience is definitely a name given to mistakes, and we always learn from our mistakes. Crucial to know that as going in the journey of life, when you gain a lot of experiences, it basically helps you to reduce your mistakes in the journey. And that, I think, is one way people reach a stage where they say, okay, now he's talking like a matured person. And when you say a person is matured, I think he doesn't make mistakes. And when he doesn't make mistakes, he doesn't need the experience. He's already gathered that experience. So it's basically a very tricky cycle. And definitely this particular statement can proliferate a lot of thoughts in my mind, I can tell you that. But yes, I would like to conclude here that experience definitely is a name given to mistakes. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, DTM Ajay, for explaining this very well. Our next speaker is Lagoon Gavel. Though I don't find Lagoon here. Okay.
Sunita.
I changed my name, actually. I renamed myself. This is my name, Sunita.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, good evening. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, your number is 2, which is mutually exclusively words, and I'm giving to you that it is act naturally.
Act naturally. Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and friends from my global impromptu family. Act naturally is the word I've got. It's an oxymoron where two contradictory words are put together. This is precisely what I'm doing. I'm trying to act very natural, even though there is a lot of confusion inside me as to what I'm going to say, but I put up a facade which says that I am at all composed and calm. So that is what you try to do, is act naturally in all situations, especially when table topics are given in physical meetings. You go there and stand and act in a very nonchalant manner, like nothing in the world is going to disturb you. Well, it was really, there's a turmoil going inside you, there are butterflies in your stomach, but you pretend that all is well and act very naturally. Several times in life we do this, we try to act naturally. Sometimes an unexpected guest comes in and it is really not an opportune moment at home, but you put up such a pretense and act like everything was normal. You know, there must have been a big fight going on between you and your son, and suddenly the neighbor walks in and you act so naturally like nothing happened, because you don't want to others to come know what is happening between you, the mother and the son. So that many a times in life we try to do that. We cover up in front of others. We try to put up a facade. We want to put up a good show, and we don't want to reveal all our dirty secrets outside. So then we act naturally like nothing has happened. So yeah, that's many. I have also been. There has been a proliferation of situations in life when I have also had to act naturally. Over to you, Toastmaster Parag.
Thank you. Thank you, TM Sunita. Act naturally. Great explanations on these words. Next speaker is Chandresh. TM Chandresh, if you can forward. Yeah, your number is number 4. Uh, I have a chance to converse with you, and all we have a chance to converse with you. Just
Yes.
how was your day or last best moment, if you can share?
A very good evening to all fellow Toastmasters, brothers and sisters. I will go for last best moments of my life. I know before this pandemic happens, last year, actually my son has completed 12th standard. And as I was planning for his career, but he shocked me with saying, Papa, I want to try in this modeling career. I want to took this modeling and acting industry as my career option because it is high time to decide my forward career path. I was shocked, and then as a supporting father, as I know he has potential, but I also alarmed him about this industries that this is not easy task. This is not a cheese. Uh, there will be a very hard work. Whatever you looking for this from this industry, it won't be you will get right now, or you have to do more efforts. So we have to plan for that because either you have to more contacts in this industry or you have so much money for this industry, and your father don't have both these things. Finally, I have placed him in this acting classes. He also participated in one modeling competition, and he couldn't. He cleared many rounds, but he couldn't win the final. But as he has learned from his failure, and he has participated in one more event, that is Mr. Teen India competition, which is from all over the country. And after completing all his levels, clearing his all levels, I have congratulated him that you will going to win, and I was happy that his dream is comes true. But unfortunately, he was back on the stage. Unfortunately, he was not happy. I asked him what happened. He said, Papa, now the final round is going on, and I am not happy with my costumes. While other participants' costumes is so much shining with so much embroidery work, but how I will perform? I know I cannot do anything at last moment, but how I will perform? I said one thing only, Betu, if your costumes is very good, then people, audience, judges will look on your costumes. And if your costumes is okay, they will see on your face. Put smile on your face, confidence on your face. That is best outfit you can wear it. And I am happy to share with that he won this competition outrightly. And this is my best moment of life. My son Harsh Madhani participated earlier also in this global speaking family. He won Mr. Teen India with his persistence. Over to you, TTM.
Wow, indeed, a best time, what we basically you shared with us, and it was an emotional story and inspirational, definitely. Thank you, TM Chandresh. Next speaker is Ma'am Dinisha. Ma'am,
Good
your
evening.
good evening, ma'am. Your number is 1, and your topic is a quote. If you give what you don't need, it is not giving. The quote is, if you give what you don't need, it's not giving. Thank you.
Good evening to you all. And my topic is what you don't need is giving, is not actually giving. Yes, giving is something that uh, you have to give it whatever the things the people wanted and whatever the things you like. Giving the things you like is the best giving thing, because then only you will release your wants actually. And if you don't need something, so you have already given up that thing, you don't need it more. So giving that thing to somebody else is actually a not giving, that is removing some unwanted thing from your home. There, that is not giving. Maybe sometimes that will be beneficial to somebody else, sometimes actually, but when you consider it to yourself, it is not actual giving. To what we should give is the things that we love, we wanted much, or we like them. If we give those things, it is good for us, because then we will release our attachment to those things. But whenever giving something to other person, I believe that should be the one the other person need, then is the real uh, gift for them. So once I wanted to give somebody a gift or something, first I will ask him in sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly, what type of thing that you wanted to have. Sometimes maybe not from the same person, but from the people who are close with the person, and I will found whatever the thing he need. It is, and the thing is not what I do not need. It I have to buy it for that person from a very new one. That is the giving. So when you want to give somebody, give them a new one, which is not what you do not need. If you want to clean your house without accumulating the unnecessary thing, you can give it at the ones you do not need it. But you should not take it as for a giving. Over to you, Topic Master.
Thank you, ma'am Dinisha, for enlightening the importance of what is important for a needy person, and that is basically actual giving. Our next speaker is TM Manodaya. If Manodaya, if you can come forward, please.
I'm here. Am I audible?
Yeah, very well, Manodaya. Your random topic is an image, which is number 3. So I'm just sharing a screen. Hope this is visible.
Yes, I visible. I can see one boy and one girl and railway. So I think that indicates love path. Love is parallel thing. We should give, we should take. Love is not a one thing. In the end, we can see the railway is come to familiar, come across, but it is not. It is a parallel thing. Sometimes people come to suicide to the railway because they lost their love feelings. I think it is bad thing. Suicide is not a good thing because of love. We should give our bottom of heart for the well-being of the love. Actually, there is not necessary to celebrate today as Valentine, because love is a compulsory thing in our heart. We should love each other, not only for girlfriend. We should love mother, father, sister, brother, everyone. Actually, we should love with unlimitedly. Love is a part of our mind. When we think about love is essential. The big example for love is mother. Mother's love is unlimited. It is not measurable. So don't criticize your mother. Don't please help your mother. Please help everyone. Love is essential. So I think without love we can't live. So be a good lover. Table topic master, over to you.
I think Parag got disconnected, I think.
Yes, yes.
Table topic master has disappeared.
That's beautiful. Now is
Ali, I think 3 participants are left.
Najla is there, I think. Sumant is there, and Babu, I think, right?
And Amjad.
Yes, I am here.
I know. We can't see you. You can see the beautiful building, Najla.
I'm sorry, but I'm driving.
I can understand. It's okay. I was just trying to locate the table topic master. I think he got disconnected. Abhinav, if you can take forward, if you have the topics, we have just 3 or 4 left. So
I can now surely say found missing. My topic stands true now.
Amjadji, please allow Toastmaster Parag. He's just logged in, but he need your permission to enter. Please allow him.
Amjadji, okay, Amjadji must be busy. I don't know.
So we have Manu with us.
I think this is my luck.
Anyway, go ahead till the time it comes in, because we have still this.
He has joined.
He's joined. He's back. Paragji, have you signed in? One, two, three, 4, 5 speakers. 6, huh? I think he's not yet connected. Internet is unstable. I think you take on Abhinav. Yeah, because I think his internet is unstable. He's again logged off.
Okay, I'll take it from here.
Yeah, I think
just a minute. I'll open the file.
you have 4 or 5 years. Sumant is there, Gavalier, Babu, Gupta, Najla is there, and I think Monu has joined us now.
You want me to do the timing roll, or you'll be doing?
You can do it, Savita.
Abhinav, whatever you say.
Okay.
You do it now. I think Savita can do it. You just give the topics. Parag has joined in again. Let's see.
Okay, so who's the next speaker?
You can take someone. Gavalier Sumant is here.
Okay, Kevin Suman. Oh, Parag is with us.
Sorry for technical glitches. Manodaya,
It's finished.
I think we were there. So
Yeah.
I'm just, yeah, Manodaya, can I share the screen with you now?
Manodaya is over. He's gone. I think it's finished.
Thanks. Next is PM Babu Gupta.
Yeah.
Yes, tabletop master.
Yeah, so I'll share the same screen, which is an image, and I'm just sharing it. Please confirm if you can see it.
Yeah, this topic was taken, this image was taken by Manodya.
Sorry. So I'm sharing another image. Yeah.
Music bills. Whenever this topic is also very close to me, and I think each and everyone, whenever we feel low or we feel a certain kind of we go through depression because something is not working, or either we feel that there is no one around us, so we need to just cheer up. How will we do that? We will have to listen to music. It can be any types. There are the various persons with various tastes of music. Some like classical music, some like hip hop, various kinds of music. But each and everyone will at some point of time to listen the music, because um, music is something that gives tuning to the ear, which goes directly to our mind. It just boosts up the nervous system. Not only human beings, animals are also affected by music. Like we have seen the example when drums are being played, elephants starts dancing happily, and many other examples we have seen. But so music is a natural thing, and the natural thing is the sound. Whenever you listen to any sound that is pleasing you, you feel attached to it, and it gives your mind a natural pleasure. So music is a part of sounds, but in those days when there were no music, there were still human beings, might be some other forms of evaluated evaluation there was, but still we used to uh, react whenever we used to listen any uh, soothing sound. We like to listen the chirpings coming from birds. It is also a type of music. So each and every type of music, either be it natural or artificial, that is created by sound systems or microphones, heals our nervous system. Back to tabletop master.
Thank you. Thank you, TM Babu. What a visualization that when no one exists in the world, the music still exists in those days. Chirping of birds or flowing of water. Next speaker is Gavalier Sumant.
Okay. Grammar topic.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Gavalier, I am choosing the topics with random and it is from mixed bag. So based on that, your number is 2 and your topic is just mutually exclusively words, that is a small crowd.
Oh, can you repeat?
Yeah, your topic is mutually exclusively words, that is a small crowd.
Okay. 1 minute, I'll just do this because I like to have my introductions like this. Just a minute. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters present here. So, we are here in a small crowd, 15 people only. And it's Toastmasters. No need to be afraid. A small crowd has many benefits, such as you don't have to, you're not afraid to speak. You can speak whatever comes to your mind first, like what I'm speaking now. And a small crowd doesn't mean that it's always beneficial. Sometimes you want to be recognized at a greater extent for your work. For that you need a larger crowd. And for some other activities like group works, or maybe just talking about a topic in class, which is a personal experience for me, a small crowd is the most effective. So most of us like small crowds when we are scared and afraid to speak. But sometimes we have to face our fear and overcome the fear of a slightly larger crowd. And then soon we'll be up at the largest crowd ever. Thank you. That's over to you.
Thank you, TM Gavilier. We are the small crowd and we can attempt everything in this group. Next speaker is DTM Amjad.
Yes, Mr. Prag. Sorry.
Yeah, your random number is 2, which is again mutually exclusively words, and your topic is only choice.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master, for this beautiful and very big topic, only choice. This is the only choice I have right now to speak on this topic and enjoy every bit of it. And that's what I do in my life also. After so many failures, so many tries, so many happinesses, what I understood is the joy you have in living the moment, you will not find in preparation or anything else. I request you all, because as we are all family members, I care for you. I love you all. I like you all. I need your presence. Please enjoy every bit of your moment. There are people who are not blessed with things what we are blessed with. And the things we are blessed with, they are luxury for millions of people. Luxury, I mean. So why don't we just feel grateful and enjoy the luxury moments we have, luxury things we have? We can communicate, we can speak, we can empower people, we can make people's lives. This is the only choice I am left with, is from my side, because I feel conscious all the time. I pay attention on everything happening around. Reason being conscious is known as being realistic. When you are realistic, you are doing best of your abilities. Does not matter how well it goes in your favor or it does not. At end of the day, you are enjoying the moment. You are giving your try. This is what you can do the least and the best. We can only try. Rest, our reward is all upon Almighty, who has granted us this beautiful life, beautiful body, and everything we are abundant. We have abundance. So this is my take for this topic. This is the only choice I have left with to enjoy every bit of my life. Thank you so much. you do the same, please.
Thank you, DTM Amjad, for sharing a nice experience of this. We always learn from you. Next speaker is Ma'am Najla Hassan.
Yes, Mr. Master.
Ma'am, your random number is 1, which is a code, and I'm just reading it out. Even if you are not on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Even if you are not on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Table Topic Master. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and my impromptu family. Even if I'm not on the right track, I will get run over if I just sit there. I agree on this topic, and I agree totally in this statement. People or persons, I'm as a human being, never been on the right track always. It's not granted 100%. We have to move, and then you will fall down. Then again, I will get up. Then again, I will fall down. Then I will take another roundabout or another U-turn, and I will take another track, different track. During my life, I changed my track maybe several times, but doing the wrong track, not exactly the same word, but I was not really totally in the real right track because I failed my studies in one level. Then I had to repeat the whole year, unfortunately. Again, after I repeated, I was the first rank. So that's where I learned repeating things make me learn more and make me better and better. So being not in the right track from the first time doesn't mean that I'm a failure. That means that I have to proliferate my efforts to change myself and extremely change the way that I'm using the track. It's not always the same track, even if it is the right track from the first time, but still you need to modify it a little bit sometime and adjust yourself, adjust your track to go on a more righter track and much better track than where you are. I will not sit in the same place because I changed my track now to Toastmaster for the last 2 years. So now even in Toastmaster, I'm changing again from the normal club to impromptu speaking. So thank you so much to my family here and friends that I'm changing my track and I'm learning again to be better and better in a certain thing. And hopefully I will find another track to change in the near future. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am Najla. Next speaker is TM Monu. Good evening, TM Monu. Your random topic is number 3, which is an image. I'm just sharing this image. 217 fun things to do when you are bored. Just share any one.
17 fun things to do when you are bored. Okay. So good evening, all dear my teams. Whenever I get bored, I started to watch movies. I'm so fan of to watch movies, any serials or any things on the Netflix or any others application. Whenever I get bored, I started to watch any movies so that I try to engage myself on that. Sometimes happens I have a fight with my spouse or anything, and I am worrying and thinking too much and not able to concentrate on any works. So simply I started to watch movies so that I could engage myself. And in movies, the best movie I like so far, that is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. This is my best movies because in this movie, they just shared all of the information, all of the things what we are looking for to do in our life, what we cannot do. So that movies is really a good example for ourselves that in our life we are too much busy, but at the end, if we want to do anything in our life, we have to come up with our friends and live the life what we many of the things are there. For that, be scared, be afraid, and not even think to do that way. So we have to come up, we have to do something in our life, we have to face that fears only one time. We will afraid of that fears only one time, but in the second time, we will not fear, we will just enjoy. We will enjoy ourselves, and this is what that movie says. So we all have to come together and we have to face with our fears and come up with a good man. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Monu. So just not watching a movie, but living the life is important, and completing all those unfilled tasks from your pending list. Wonderful. I think
everyone is done, Mr. Prag. Now it's your turn. Who would like to give topic to Toastmaster Prag now? Okay, Ajayji. Ajayji, please.
Sure. Thank you so much, Amjadji. Paragji, the topic for you is number 1. That is a quote, like you said. Okay, the quote goes, if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, dear Toastmaster members. If you cannot do great things, do a small things in a great way. And always we want to do bigger things, but can we really accomplish those targets if we don't just take a step? If whatever we thought of a plan, those can be just your wish list, but to execute it, we really need to take a step. And even when we take those first step, that is basically the beginning of our journey, and that is the guarantee it will always be clearer that it is going to fulfill, no matter, because when you take a next step, many steps are waiting for you to grab, and one by one, you, if performing all those, it would be all done. Just sharing a small idea that even if think many things, oh, I want to do this, why not to do, or open up a business, it's not going to come your way. Break into the small pieces. How would you like to basically achieve in the next 10 days or 15 days or just a week? Plan it out, sort it out, what things are required. And if it is required, you have to basically just take that steps. And don't bother if you have not thought about 9 remaining steps. If you have just thought that this has to be done, those 9 steps or thoughts anyway going to come in your mind when you are going to just take that first jinx, break up the jinx, and everything be yours. Over to you, DTM Ajay.
Thank you so much. Okay, that was lovely. A good take. And I will hand it over back to DTM Amjad.
Thank you, Ajay sir. Thank you so much for your amazing topic. Thank you so much to Toastmaster Prag for entertaining us with your interesting topics. Can we all give him a big hand, please? Thank you so much. I think it was your maiden attempt and you inspired us. Really appreciate. Stay humble, stay strong as usual. Let's go to our own Mr. Timer to read out the timing report, please. Toastmaster Abhinav Gaurji, over to you.
Thank you very much. So I'm sharing the timing results with all of you on the chat box. You can check it out. I'll just mention the disqualification in the history of global informed speaking. First of all, for the first time, I took more than 2 minutes 30 seconds, 2 minutes 40 seconds. Second was Toastmaster Chandresh and Vinisha. So we three are the main culprit who took some extra time. Rest everybody was not on time, and it was a good show for me. Over to you, my dear friend.
Thank you, Abhinavji. Thank you so much for qualifying me for in this session, actually, at least. Really appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, can we give all big hand for Toastmaster Parag and Toastmaster Abhinav Gaurji and Toastmaster Ajayji for giving him topic as well. Really appreciate. With that, Power Vasim, as the host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting, and now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed, please.